Welcome back. This is video number 2 of day 1 of your Scentsy business, and we're going to be talking about the consultant handbook as well as the product training guide and some really good stuff you need to dig into. So you can see that I have the screen shared, so you can see exactly what I'm going to talk about. And we're going to start with the consultant hand guide. This is your Scentsy Bible. This is something that you need to literally understand front and back. You need to read through this well before you even talk to your sponsor, and you need to understand it. If you join during a month where you did not get access to this, meaning that you joined during a discount month where they may not have sent this handbook, you can actually get this right from your workstation. If you go to your workstation, you can actually just search consultant hand guide or handbook, either one, and it will come up. But this is something that you need to really understand. Like I said, very, very important that you know exactly what is going on in here. You're going to see awards, you're going to see recognition, party tips, what your workstation is, your training center, all of those things. I talked a little bit in video 1 about your home tab and what that means, but on your workstation, your home tab is going to have really a ton of resources to get you started. One of those things being your first things first checklist, okay? So before I get into this whole product training and consultant hand guide, I want to say to you that you need to do as much of your first things first checklist as possible. Sometimes that may be a little bit delayed on your home tab. It'll be on your home tab. If you can get access to a desktop, you really want to use your desktop because it can be a little more difficult to see on a smartphone, but it will be on your home tab near the bottom of that page. You're going to have a checklist of items with boxes you can complete. I want you to complete as many of those boxes as you can. There's a couple items on there like closing out your launch party and opening your starter kit live that you're not going to be able to do immediately because your starter kit won't be there yet right when you join, and you can't close your party until you open it and have it, right? But I want you to go ahead and make sure that that's one of the first things that you do as soon as you join is you get to your first things first checklist and you complete it. You don't need your sponsor to tell you to complete your checklist. You are in control of your business, right? I talked about in video 1 that nobody bought your kit but you, right? Be a business owner, do that checklist. Number 2, you're going to be looking at your Scentsy Bible. And I want you to go through and first see how it talks about setting your goal, right? So we also talked about that in video 1 as well. What is your why with Scentsy? So your why could be very a broad variety, I guess you could say, of things, but also, you know, your why and your goal tie in. So if you want to spend more time at home with your family, if that's your, ultimate why, then your goal is going to be to make X amount so you can bring in income for your family so you can justify staying at home, right? Or cutting back hours at your job. So your why is going to help you reach your goal. So I want you to take your book, especially if you got a hard copy of it in your kit, and I want you to use it and I want you to write in it. I want you to write all your dreams, all your goals. I want you to circle and highlight things that stick out to you and really get started. All right, so let's talk about awards. So we're going to talk a little bit about this more in the next video I'm going to do, but I'm just going to kind of go by it really, really quick. And you're going to see too that I'm glancing down. It's because I'm looking at notes. The mom brain is so real right now. But when you're looking through your consultant hand guide, you're going to see that it literally breaks down the awards that I'm going to be talking about in the next video. Okay. Another thing that it's going to break down is really what you can get recognized for. Different types of recognition for the awards you can earn, as well as how we get paid, which we will talk about. Also, your workstation, let's talk about this. This is very, very important, customizing your website. You are your brand. So one of the other first things I want you to do is I want you to go to your workstation. I want you to click on your account tab, which is going to be over here. Okay, and then you're going to scroll down and you're going to personalize your website. So you're going to see on mine, I have a photo of me and my son. Guys, put a photo of yourself, of you and your dog, your significant other, your wife, your husband, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, your family. You are your brand. You're going to see on here, there's going to be a picture of, mostly they'll do like a warmer. I think right now it's a warmer. Guys, change it. You can also do all this on your smartphone. Give it about 48 hours to update, okay? The next thing I I want you to do is I want you to customize your story. Everybody has a story. I think that people join Scentsy and they think, I don't have a story or I'm not significant, and that's so untrue. You are important, you're valued, and you have something that the world needs to hear. So what I want to read when I go to your website is I want to be able to connect with you. So really, just share your story. Why did you join Scentsy? Mine is obviously a little longer because I've been in this since 2012. I have trips that I've earned. I'm also sharing about the join opportunity on here. So feel free to go onto my website. It's chloecox.scentsy.us. Read my story to maybe get an idea of how really deep that you can go. It's honestly never too late to start sharing the join opportunity. I don't care if it's day 1 in your business or day 101. It's never, ever, ever too early or too late to share your journey. All right, you're going to also see a couple other things under here like the join page. So it's going to have info about joining. You can also put information that you want to put about joining. So I encourage you when you're ready to do that. Honestly, nobody's ever really ready to share about the join opportunity. It just kind of happens. Just jump in, just go for it. I put another picture up here, a different one. You can upload a different image. So I did my family. All right, and then I love this part where you can put your favorite scents. Guys, you want people to go to your website and see a piece of who you are. And it's really cool on here because when they go to your website and it shows these scents you've picked out, it says what's warming in my home. And guys, that's that's connection on like 500 different levels. I think it's so cool that Scentsy does that. So make sure you go in and you put what your favorite scents are. You can literally go in, edit, pick your scents. If you've never smelled our scents before, wait for your kit to come in, okay? Smell your favorites and then upload it. And then you're going to hit save. It's as easy as that. All right? So back to the consultant hand guide. All right, so we're going to go through this a little bit more. You're going to see information about your kit in here. You're going to read about Scentsy Club, all the incentives that Scentsy offers. You're going to see about different ways to party, guys, which we will talk about. There's the home party, the basket party, the online party. There's fundraisers, events, one-on-one sniff sessions, text parties. There are so many different ways to get Scentsy in front of people, and that is why you reading your consultant hand guide is so important. You're also going to see about your launch party. This is so important, and this is why I'm going to say this in video 1. You need to think about when your launch party is going to be. When are you going to launch your business? I highly recommend a home launch. That's what I did. I know it may sound scary, but that's going to get you out there. It's going to get your business out there. You don't need a ton of people at your launch party. Obviously, the more the merrier, but start with a few. It starts with 1. So don't think you need 15, 20 people at your Scentsy launch party. If you get 3 to 5, it's a win. It's a win. So pretty much you want to schedule your launch party immediately within your first 2 to 3 days. See a good time to do it. You can do a sip and sniff. You can theme it. There are a ton of different ways that you can do this. Connect with your sponsor on that. And you'll also see ideas in here. All right, you're going to see ways to sell. You're going to see how we party. Guys, people party with Scentsy because they get rewards. They get free shipping, half off items, free product credit, all of these things. That is why people party with Scentsy. And that is why when you open your first party, which is on your first things first checklist, and you need to do that immediately, when you open your party, that is the link that you need to be sharing with anybody and everybody you're sharing your link with. You want every order that comes through on your free website, which is free for 3 months. After those 3 months, you can choose to keep it or not. I highly recommend you keep it. But that way it ties towards host rewards. If they do not order off of that party link that you create, and guys, this is very simple. You're going to create your party and you will go to your website and you will click open parties and you will see your party link. You will copy the URL. That's it. That simple. Don't get confused. Scentsy is 4th grade level reading material, okay? It is so easy a 4th grader could do this, so don't get confused. But if it does not tie to your party link that you send, you're not going to get host rewards. You'll get paid for it, which is great, but it's not going to tie towards host rewards. So you always want to make sure you send that. The last page of the consultant hand guide, I love it because it goes over what everything means. You're going to see the words PWS on your website and on your workstation. You need to know that that means your personal website. That's your website. That is what I was just showing you that you upload your picture and stuff to. PRV, personal retail volume, all of these things. The next thing I'm going to glance through really, really quick and we're going to go over is your product training guide. Guys, you need to read over this. This is also in your workstation. Your search engine, by the way, is right up here. So you can type in product training guide, and you will see pop up the product training guide. This is exactly what I'm going over right now. This is what you need to look at before you unbox your kit live on Facebook, Instagram. You need to also utilize Instagram stories, Facebook stories. These are things people are looking at. So you need to read about your products. This is how you learn about your products. If this did not come in your kit, I want for you to come here in your workstation and I want you to print it out. It is not your sponsor's job to tell you every single fact about this business and about the products. Okay, I'm saying that because who bought your kit? You. So I want you to go through here so you can read about the wax. You can read about the warmers. You can know that our wax is pretty much all paraffin based with a tiny percent of petroleum for heat, but it's all natural fragrances, okay? I want you to read about how our warmers have a lifetime warranty. I want you to read about how many pumps are in our room sprays. I want you to read about how our dish soap and our hand soaps are not antibacterial, but for a great safe reason. Everything that you see here, by the way, except our warmers and diffusers, are made in-house. It's important for you to know that. Why? Because that means it has 100% quality control. You know how I know these things? Because I've read the product training guide and also a lot of time. But please, 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 if I can say one super important thing about your business when you're launching it, it is that you need to read this. This goes hand in hand with your Scentsy Bible. You do not need to be selling people products that you have no idea about. Be a good teacher, and I want for you to learn, okay? So that is the product training guide. All right, and so I pretty much went over everything as far as your product training guide goes, your consultant hand guide, launching your business, setting up a launch party date, and going live with your kit. So do those things, and after you complete them, come back for video 3.